Hello, my name is Isla if you don't already know me, and I'm going to teach you how I do my kind of like French girl, like cool girl inspired wavy hair for a blunt bob. So just while my curling iron is heating up, this is not how my hair naturally looks. My hair is naturally just like messy, like it's not even cute wavy. It's not like, I got all these very weird like waves up here, like in my root, like you can see here. It's really hard for me to straighten this out, but I get these weird waves like here, and then the rest of my hair is kind of like straight. So you probably can't really see, but I get these waves here. So I've already washed my hair and blow dried it. I don't really have any product in it. I put a little bit of volumizing mousse just here, like right here, because when I put it here, it doesn't look very good. So I feel like it helps to like, if I mess with it, it helps for my hair to stay up a little bit more, and it helps for this, like, I don't even know what you call it, like a poof thing here, you know, so it's not just like that. So it lets me mess with it. So any volumizing mousse is probably fine. Yeah, that's it. So I have my sorry if this is crooked, how I blow out my hair in another video, which I'll link in the description box. Since then, not really a whole lot has changed in my hair. I now part it to the side, so that's the only thing different, but my technique is the same. I feel like blowing out my hair is really essential to this whole process, and I only do it like once or twice per week. So yeah, but anyway, I love kind of like the French girl look, especially because my hair used to be blonde and I just like kind of got tired of dyeing it blonde. It's a lot cheaper just to like keep it my natural color, which is this. It didn't used to be this, but now this is just how it looks. But I've tried to just embrace it because that like whole French girl look on Pinterest, I feel like they all have like brown hair. So I'm trying just to make do with what I have, and I'm pretty pleased. I haven't really been pleased with my hair for a while because I've been trying to cut back cost, and so it's just harder to make it look nice. Especially like I don't want to look like a super basic girl with like a side part, but I feel like this makes me look not like a basic girl, but like perfect for me, like put together, but still kind of like stylish, not just like a basic girl. So here we go. I use this size curling iron. I have no idea what kind of curling iron this is. Like there's no brand on it because I've literally had it since I've been in the 7th grade. It to me maybe looks like an inch, maybe an inch and a half. I don't know. I feel like it works for me. You could probably use anything that's like bigger. I wouldn't use anything small. But yes, here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you, is I use really small pieces because I've started like watching tons and tons of videos about how people master this like messy bob, like messy lived in wavy bob. I feel like I've realized you don't use big pieces. I use very small pieces, and then I just like interchange, like go back and forth, and I try to make it even, like the amount of times I go forward and the amount of times I go backward, and it creates this kind of like lived in wave. I also pull down in the bottom of my hair because the ends I don't really want to look too polished, and I'll kind of show you. So super small pieces, like the smaller I think the better, but a lot of times like I don't have time to do every little small piece, so I'll start with a piece like this size. I don't know how to show you, it's like pretty small, and I always start at the root. I've just always done it this way, and put it through all the way to the end almost, and I leave it like literally for a second, and then I unwrap it and pull it, and there we go. So there's our first piece. See how it kind of is at the end even though I pulled it. So then I'll use another piece and go forward. So wrapping it around, making sure it doesn't fall off the bottom, pulling it through, looping it for a second, and then pull it out of the bottom. So I'm just going to keep doing this back and forth. I mean, honestly, like through my whole hair. I always start on this side because it doesn't take as long because it's not as thick. And it gives me like some momentum for my other side because, oh, I forgot to tell you, I feel like the most important part. But my hair is super thick. So another part that I feel like is really, really important, at least for me, which I found works the best, is the way I part my hair. So it's obviously parted to the side, but I try to part it like kind of towards an angle. So this whole situation here, like I always wondered how people like made their like parts so like voluminous and have this like bubble thing. Like, you know, all those Instagram girls are like that, and I don't know. But anyway, I just like part it very far over here. Like it's like over half of my eyebrow. But then if I part it straight back like that, this side gets way too heavy. So what I try to do, which doesn't really look like it now, but I try to part it and then make the part go diagonal backwards. So I don't part it straight, I part it diagonal backwards, and I feel like it helps give this side more volume and take some out of this side. I don't know if that's super important to everyone, but I've just noticed that I like my hair better when it's not so, like one side isn't like super duper heavy. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. Don't worry about it being too perfect. Small pieces. And going back and forth is really the key, because if you do it all in one direction, then it kind of just forms one big curl, which is a nice look as well, but it's not really the look I'm going for. It doesn't really make it messy. It makes it more, you know, uniform and just like, I think more fancy. Like that'd be a look that I wear to a really nice event. But these pieces in the front, I do curl them backwards, like the traditional way to curl them backwards, just because I don't want any curls. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it looks weird, but like this piece, I'll curl forward, helps it give it a little bit of volume. And pull down. So we're kind of trying to like straighten the bottoms, if that makes sense. This took me a while to learn because it just did. You can see that my hair is already starting to fall, and it's fine. Like, that's the other thing I feel like about this look, is that it's imperfect. And this is actually, my hair holds curl better on like day 2 of not blow drying it. But I'm just trying to make this video for the sake of it. But like I said, I don't have any product in my hair, so maybe if I put hairspray in it, it would stay. But I don't really want it to stay wavy curly. Like, I want it to just look lived in, like that effortless French girl vibe. So it's okay if it starts to fall. So here we go, we're starting to work on it. Just gonna keep going. Just going back and forth, really small pieces. And I don't actually like curl the entirety of my hair. I kind of just curl the top until I think it looks good enough, until I can't see really any straight pieces. But I think it's fine, I mean, at least for my hair, for it to have straight on the bottom, because you really can't tell. And like I said, my hair is like cut like a blunt bob, so you really can't tell that it's not curled underneath. Oh, see, that one's a little too curly. It'll be okay. It just looks like there's volume. It doesn't really, you don't really need to take the time to curl every single little piece of hair on your head, because that would take a very long time. I do try to curl all these pieces at the front here, because I feel like it's really easy to tell. You can see like straight pieces as opposed to curly pieces, so I do try to curl all of these pieces here at the front. All right, you can still see some of these pieces at the bottom, but I'm gonna go ahead and start on this other side of my hair and then just like let this set and see how it goes, because obviously it's gonna fall a little bit, and so I'll just wait to see how it falls. Now this side is gonna, it always takes a while. That's why I end on this side. And I feel like it's harder because it is the nicer side, so I get a little bit more stressed out about this side, but it's okay. Just taking very small pieces. I normally like take 3 pieces first and curl them all to the back that are kind of on the top of my head. You know, because I do generally want it to look like it's waving to the back, but curling it like the opposite way, like towards your face, gives it a lot more volume, makes it a lot more like tousled, lived in, not so like uniform and like polished. Like, it makes it a lot more like, I don't know if these girls have like normally curly hair or like how they pull this off, but I feel like it makes it look a little more natural. See, this is a very defined curl, which I don't like, so I'm just gonna pull it. That's a little bit better. Okay, this is also kind of stressful. So this front piece, I feel like I've mastered by just doing small pieces again, and I try to kind of like pull it out in front of my face and curl it like this. You have to work fast because I don't want any creases. I don't want it to look bad. And done. It's a little too curly, so I'm gonna pull it. And we'll just see how it sets. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect on the first time, because you give it a second, and I feel like it eventually looks fine. And I don't know if I explained it very well, but So when I mean curling away from my face, like I'm gonna curl this one away. So I'm actually turning the curl iron away. Like I'm pulling the hair away from my face. So I'm putting it in and turning it away. It took me a while to like kind of figure out what that even meant. But that's what I mean by away, and I'll show you a towards my face one. So I'll do this piece towards my face. So I'm pulling it, I'm gonna turn it towards, like my hand is going towards my face, so pulling the hair towards my face. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but just sit and look at it and practice it until you get it. So see, we're coming along here. So this side is starting to fall a little bit more, but you can see that it still has some like body. This side is getting here, and see, all this is still straight, but I don't think it looks super bad. I mean, I'm gonna keep working on it, but you don't have to curl all of it. I try to just curl the pieces that look very, very bad. But see, we're getting there. I don't know if you can really tell. My hair is also super thick, so it takes me a very long time to do this, but I think it's worth it. When it's not worth it is when it falls. That is no bueno. Okay, I think I'm done. I mean, I could keep going because like this whole section is just not curled, but I don't think it looks bad. And I don't want to add any extra heat to my hair that it doesn't need to have. You can tell this side is fallen. Hopefully it doesn't keep falling. My hair always holds better, like I said, like second day. After blow drying, for some reason, it just doesn't hold as well right after I blow dry. And I don't really like using a lot of hairspray because I feel like it makes it really hard to continue to like work my hair through the rest of the week without shampooing it every time. But this is the finished look. So yeah, that's how I do my French girl look. Like I said, you can tell there's still pieces, like this is not curled, but I don't think it looks that bad. And this will fall. I normally like to run my hands through it. I mean, you can always add hairspray if you want, but I try not to wash my hair, you know, but every like 4 or 5 days, so it just makes it extremely hard to do that with a lot of hairspray in it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will put the link in the description box of the blow dry routine. If you could please like and subscribe. I'm posting videos every week, and please let me know if you have any other ideas or anything you'd like to see. Bye.